turned 40 in 6 months and I'm single with no kids. What the hell am I doing with my life? Oh my God. Oh my God. I am working out. I'm working on my skincare. I'm figuring out my favorite haircut for my face. I'm whitening my teeth. I'm wearing my Invisalign again. I am doing all of the things to prepare for my 40th birthday. But what I'm not doing is spiraling. I am not spiraling, okay? I have moments where I think, am I spiraling? Am I about to spiral? Am I about to have a little breakdown? And the answer is no. What I do is focus on having the best 40th birthday of my life. I want to make sure that I look amazing, that I feel amazing, that I'm surrounded by people that I love, that I'm proud of the event that I'm throwing, that I make people excited to spend time with me, that I feel accomplished, that I'm not going into it feeling badly about myself. I am 6 months out. My birthday is January 1st. So follow me if you want to see what I'm doing for a little birthday glow up. All the procedures, all the injections, all the skincare, all of the superficial things that make me so happy. I love self-care. You could say that self-care is my hobby. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with saying that taking care of yourself is your hobby. I'm also a walking billboard, being single at 39, so you best believe I'm gonna make sure that it's looking good. And I think it's fun. I think all of this stuff is fun. Call me vain, call me whatever you want, but I want to feel amazing on my 40th birthday. So let's do it together. Let me know what you want to hear from me, what I can talk about, what sounds fun to you to know about, and I'll share it all.
I'm 39, single, and childless. These are the words of a woman who thought she had all the time in the world. She believed her best years would last forever, that love and family would always be waiting for her. But now, staring at the mirror as the years slip by, she realizes the truth: she waited too long. And the regret is driving her to the edge.
Can we talk about dating in your 40s in 2025? Because it's just literally a minefield of head fuck and, I'm sorry, what? Like, convince me otherwise. All of my girlfriends are the same. They're all hot, smart, intelligent, funny women. And it's just the same. They either want a pen pal, they either swipe and then never message, so what are we doing? Where, how are people meeting? How? Also, please don't suggest that I go out to meet anyone, because I'd rather stay home with my dogs.
For decades, women have been told to focus only on their careers, their independence, their freedom. Marriage and children? Put them on hold. There's no rush, they said. You can have it all later. And so she listened. She poured her best years into chasing success and validation, convinced that when she was ready, her dream man would be there waiting. But reality doesn't work like that.
So, my boyfriend dumped me, obviously, as you can tell by my content, I suppose. It happened quite recently. We were together for about 2 years. And in my opinion, in my head, he was the love of my life, and somebody that I thought I was going to be with forever. We talked about, marriage, kids. He told me he was going to propose. I'm 33 years old now, so for me, this was what I thought was going to be my final relationship. I also have bipolar, and I suffer from quite severe depression and anxiety. And
Yes.
At 39, the dating market is brutal. The men she wants successful, high-value, family-oriented are choosing younger women. They're building futures with women who still have time to start families. Meanwhile, she is overlooked, rejected, and ignored. And it's not because she's a bad person, it's because biology, time, and choices don't lie. Every passing year makes it harder, not easier.
With me, it sent me into such a dark place that I never ever thought I was going to be able to get out of it. He had been more than just my boyfriend. He was my whole world. He was my best friend. To me, he was the most beautiful person I've ever seen in my entire life. I felt so
Well, that's because you haven't seen me.
lucky to be with him. And I always thought that we would end up together. There was no part of me that expected for us to really be over. So when we split up, I waited for him, because in my mind, we would always just get back together. But he was so cold during the breakup. Like, I didn't really understand it. We'd been really close. He'd been really emotionally, like, open throughout our relationship. And when we split up, he was, like, really, really cold. But still, I waited for him. And then a little while ago, maybe like 2 weeks ago, I checked his socials stupidly. Never ever check socials in no contact girls. Like, it's just not the right move. But I basically found out that he hard launched his new girlfriend 2 days after we went no contact. So, like, here was me sat at home waiting for him day in, day out. Every time I got a text, I was expecting it to be him. And he was just with somebody else all the time. And 2 days before we split up, he messaged me saying he loves me and he's always going to be there for me. And, like, no matter what, he's always going to be my person. And then that was it. 2 days later, no contact. 2 days after that, he hard launches his new girlfriend.
Now the cracks are showing. Her social media posts get darker, her tone more desperate. She talks about how unfair life is, about how men are trash, about how she doesn't need anyone. But behind the bravado, there are tears. At night, she cries, wondering why she didn't take her relationship seriously when she had the chance. She's spiraling into madness, not because she's evil, but because she knows deep down, she waited too long.
So I've been in a real dark place, if I'm honest, like somewhere that I haven't been for a very long time. And obviously, I think that my mental health, my bipolar, my depression, that's probably contributed to the fact that I just haven't been able to, like, get myself out of this pit that I've been in. But yeah, this is it really. This is just like me holding myself accountable on a journey where I'm going to try and just be happy. I don't know that I've ever really been happy before. I don't really know that I really know what happiness feels like. I feel like when I was with him, it was the happiest I've ever been. And I never want to tie my happiness to another person ever again. So this is my journey now of trying to be happy with just me.
This isn't just her story. It's the story of countless women told to chase freedom first and family later. The truth is simple: opportunities don't last forever. The dating marketplace doesn't wait. And when reality finally sets in, regret becomes unbearable. For this woman, at 39, childless and alone, regret has replaced the fantasy. The wall doesn't care about excuses. It doesn't care about careers or independence. It comes for everyone, and when it does, the only question left is, did you make the right choices before it was too late? This has been the Sigma Chronicles, where truth cuts deeper than comfort. Stay sharp. Stay Sigma.
That's today's chapter of the Sigma Chronicles. Subscribe for more unfiltered reality.